All right, all right, all right. We are live. We are live. You ready?
Ready?
It's the truth about a boss.
Yes, yes, yes. Welcome to another episode of Talk About It Tuesday with your favorite host, B Brown the Revolutionary.
And the one and only Sunshine.
Sunshine who?
La Reina.
Oh, okay, okay.
Mhm.
Hi,
The
y'all.
queen is here.
Tuned
Hey.
in. We ready to get the show started.
Yes, yes.
So go ahead and grab your teacup and let's get it cool.
Because guess what? I got mine.
You
You
got
got
your
it. I got mine. You're jelly. Because mine is better than yours.
Okay, okay, I see you. I see you. Well, while we let these people grab a hold of their teacups, let's get into this intro.
And we are back with the tea. There were two deadly crashes in Los Angeles this week. Kanye is not making good on his promise to help the homeless. It's Tuesday, August 16th, and we are back with the tea. There were two deadly crashes in Los Angeles this week. Kanye is not making good on his promise to help the homeless. Kells just can't stay out the news with his new trial. And then his fiance dropped two bombshells on us, y'all. Did y'all hear the disgusting interview on Drink Champs with Irv Gotti? Here with Fat Joe, Ja Rule, and the judge. You know the Judge Mathis had to say. Have we heard the new music that came out this week? And I did not know that The Game and Eminem had beef. Did y'all know? Cause I ain't. We ready? I know I'm ready. Let's talk about it.
It's the truth about a boss.
All
I
right,
love it.
everybody. Y'all heard that, honey. We got some slick tea for y'all. I want to give a shout out to Miss Alexandria. I see you, girl, in the building. Miss Bobby Moon, how you doing? I see you
Honey.
in the building. Yes, yes, yes. So, you ready, Sunshine?
I'm ready. First and foremost, how was your day?
Child, listen, I know I always be on here, be like, "Boop, honey, yeah, today was good, child. Today was not one of those days, honey.
It
Today was one
wasn't.
of those days where, honey, I was not feeling my bestesses, but I
Right.
still get my rest and get my ass upstasis.
And push on through.
Yes,
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 that's what you got
yes.
to do.
True. So, anytime that you are moving like a boss, baby, you got to get up, whether you want to, or whether if you want to sleep in, if it's rain, snowing, thundering, you still got to get up and make it do what it do.
You're like the post office. Rain, snow, sleet, or hail. You're there.
Facts, facts on facts on facts.
Yeah.
But one thing about it, I always make sure I put my best foot forward. I hit that flow and I do what I got to do what it is that I want to do. Okay.
Exactly.
So, with that being said, let's just go ahead and jump into these topics. Why don't we?
Yes, why not?
Okay. Let's see what we got going on here. Boom.
Yeah.
Traveling nurse unalives 6 in LA. Mm, mm, mm. Child, what do we have here? What do we
Well,
have here?
there's a traveler nurse. She's from Houston, Texas. She was
Mm-hmm.
to Las Vegas, I would like to say. when she just sailed through a red light at like 90 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she hit like 6-9 cars. She unalived 6 people. There was a woman. I want to say her name was. I don't want to pronounce it wrong. Asheray Ryan. It was
Mm-hmm.
her 11-month-old baby boy. She was also pregnant, and her boyfriend, the father of her unborn child, was also in the car. They were headed to an appointment for a well baby checkup for Miss Ryan.
Uh-huh.
And then 2 other people, a 38-year-old Lynette Noble, she was also unalived in the crash, and a 42-year-old Nathasia Lewis, that's how I want her name is, she was also unalived in the crash. Now, this wasn't Miss Linton's, like, it wasn't her first time or second time or third time. This was her 13th accident.
What?
Yes, her 13th accident. Her latest accident was in 2020. She got into an accident. She totaled 2 cars. Now, her lawyer is saying that she wasn't the cause of the accident. However, people are saying otherwise. Now, they're saying that she's mentally ill. She threatened to unalive herself multiple times. She had a little stay in a mental institution for a little bit. And this all happened after she lost her partner. Now she's being like on $9 million bail. She could face up to 90 years in jail.
90.
90. Now
So life.
yeah, basically the rest of her life. Now they were saying there were no drugs and no alcohol in her system. None.
Mm.
So why she bailed through this light is beyond me. But they were also saying she had never had any sort of dangerous driving activities on her record. Like, never drove dangerous. Like she was a good driver, but on this good day, she just decided to bail through a red light at 90 miles an hour. Now I watched the video. It was a horrific. It was a horrific video, and she just didn't stop. There was no brakes. There was just like running right through the light. She just ran right through it.
Lord have mercy. What is, I mean, okay, so let's watch this video. I have a video
Yes.
that I would like to present.
This is the ultimate plan. Seems like they agree.
Give us a second. Let's get this commercial out the way, and then we're going to watch this video.
Everybody got to make money.
Law enforcement of suspicious activity at schools.
It is called I Watch Texas. And
Oh, no, that's not her. Hold on. I just had her pulled up. So maybe it had already played. Let me pull it back.
It's good hand.
Okay, there she is. Okay.
Good
So she has no history.
None. None.
She does have a history of mental illness.
Correct.
Okay.
But she caused 13 accidents. So how is that not a dangerous driving record?
Okay, let's listen.
Charges. Okay, we are going to be filing criminal charges in connection with last Thursday's tragic crash that killed 6 people and injured 6 others. Ms. Nicole Litton will be charged with six counts of murder and 5 counts of gross vehicular manslaughter. Preliminary investigation shows that Litton may have been traveling at approximately 90 miles an hour when she ran through a solid red light. If convicted as charged, Ms. Litton faces up to 90 years to life in prison.
That's basically life anyway.
While
90
the wreckage of this ferry crash at the intersection was removed and traffic eventually resumed, there's catastrophic damage to the families and friends of those killed and injured. It's not only a tremendous loss to the families, but to our entire community who learned of this incredible tragedy or watched the now viral video of the collision. I'm sure this is a great time of great sorrow for grieving, for the families grieving, and friends of those who will forever be affected by this. My office will do all the work that we can with the families during this difficult time. Our Bureau of Victim Services will provide services and assistance to those that need it.
All right. I heard that. Lord have mercy. What was going on? I wonder why she did that.
No, they don't. They said nothing. There was no indication of any rationale as to why she would just bail through this light like that. Like none. The light was clearly red. There were cars just going through the light, and she just bailed right through the light, like with like no regard, just bailed right through.
We have the video. So, and as you can see, it has been viewed 9.4 million times. Okay. So let's just look at it and analyze it. Okay. And see what was going on with this woman that day. Oh my goodness.
Clearly a red light.
Oh my goodness.
What is that, a gas station across the road?
Yeah.
Now, what if that would have caught fire?
Okay, let me take it back one more time, y'all. Because this is ridiculous. I'm trying to figure out, like, how did she end up with not a scratch? Look at that. I paused it real quick. So as she hit that vehicle, it was over with. Look at y'all, she looking like a ghost in the video. That's how fast she was going.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Look at this car she hit right here. As soon as she hit them, boom, it was over with for them. It's like she went right through them.
Like,
then
what would
boom.
you do something like that?
Oh my God. And wait a minute, which car got set on fire? The car that she hit first. Yep.
Yeah.
Boom.
Blue, is it blue? Is it white? I don't know which one that. Yeah.
It was a white one.
Yeah, the white one.
Yeah.
Now, it said that she had tried to unalive herself before. Do you think could this have been like an attempt to like do it again?
Probably so. Who knows? But I do know this, if I don't know anything else. This woman is mentally unstable.
Very much so. Very much so. She tried to unalive herself countless times.
Look at her right here, y'all. Look how fast she is going. Like, even in the video, her vehicle looked like a ghost because that's how fast she's moving. And this car right here is the car that caught the worst of the crash right here. So my condolences goes out to the family of these people that lost a loved one because of a careless driver.
Yes. No sense. None. Like, what would possess you to do something like that? Like, you can't even say you didn't see the light. You didn't see the light. You didn't see the cars. It's bright. It's a bright, sunshiny day. Like, you see everything.
Like, do you have any compassion towards people? Because if you did, you wouldn't have did that. Like, why? I just feel like they really and truly need to do an evaluation of her mental capacity at this point in time.
Well, it's greatly diminished because, like, come on, 13. You've been in 13 car accidents. The latest one was in 2020. That's 2 years ago.
Well, you know, in this country, if you got money, you can pretty much get away with anything.
I mean, I don't think traveling nurses make money, honey, like that. To be like, no. They make a cute coin.
Coin, yes. So I'm thinking maybe she knew somebody that knew somebody that knew somebody else.
6 degrees of separation. That's always a thing. Very much so. There's always a 6 degrees of separation. So I don't know. I don't. However, like, she is where she needs to be, and that is incarcerated.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's a no for me. I mean, we all make mistakes, but at the end of the day, that was too much. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
This happened on August the 4th. The next day, on August the 5th, Heche got into a car accident and perished. A week later, she crashed her car into this lady's house. Now, it took 59 firemen 59 firemen to put that blaze out. The woman that lived in the house, she was there. She had minor injuries, thank God. And Heche's car was totaled. Now, there was a video out of them taking people out of the home, and she's like, you know, like she's not alive, and then she sits up, and it's like, oh my gosh, why? Wow. So everyone thought that she was probably going to like make it and be alive because she sat up. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, let me video then. Hold on. Hold on one second. Let's see, because I have the video of this situation. And not only that, but
it's like a wow.
See this this victim. It doesn't look that good, but yeah, it does look terrible. And we'll just see if maybe they're just moving him out of there, or if they put him in an ambulance. That's some sort of sign, but yes. So basically, the activity that we were looking for, that that anxious or that quick moving, that was going on the other side of the vehicle. Oh my God. He's completely alive.
What the hell?
that's her. Exactly.
We're going to see victim.
All right, so you've seen that. Now continue on with your story.
Now, she was in a coma for a week before they took her off of, you know, the what's it called, the life saving machine, you know, the life machine. Yeah, that. Now, they said that she had a bottle of alcohol in her middle console. Although they found no alcohol in her system, there was also an illegal drug in her system. They said there was cocaine in her system, and there was also fentanyl in her system. Now, they don't know if the fentanyl was if she took the fentanyl herself, or if the hospital had given her the fentanyl when she got to the hospital. So they can't really say which transpired with that drug. However, they did say that there was cocaine in her system.
Something just don't seem right about this story. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Something just don't seem right. I just can't trust these people.
I mean, she was making a movie about sex trafficking. So a lot of people are rating that that had something to do with that crash. Like they were just trying to silence her. Now they said the movie is still going to come out. However, I don't know if it will have that same touch it would have if she had been alive still.
Right. Exactly. All right, because we see right here with the Los Angeles Times, right here it says, right before the crash, Heche stopped by a hair salon in Venice to buy a bright red wig. Salon owner Richard Glass told the Times that Heche didn't seem to be under the influence when he sold her the wig. Very, very random, Glass said of the encounter. And then right here it says, why did Anne Heche buy a random red wig in the Venice hair salon a half hour before crashing into a Mar Vista home? Anne Heche stopped by a Venice salon to buy a red wig. So what y'all think? What is going on? This just don't seem right to me, y'all. I'm sorry.
Especially this one, because like you were seen moments before, you didn't look inebriated whatsoever. You're buying a random wig and then you just crash into someone's home.
Exactly.
Like, what's really going on?
What's
now, I don't know. I mean, it sounds kind of fishy with everything that she had going on. Because, you know, a lot of people within the Hollywood system, look at Epstein and Weinstein and there's a lot of people that are in that little. So I'm just wondering if that was the case.
Right. Now, you are in that realm of trafficking kids and stuff of that manner. So if you are letting out information, or if you're going to start giving names, or if you're going to have the police to start poking in business where people don't want, then you go.
Exactly. You never know what happens.
Hmm.
Not at all. It don't make. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to think about this. Especially with everything, like especially when they put out that whole she had fentanyl in her system, and then they quietly said that well, it could have been from the doctor, or she could have. It wasn't like she was administered this drug in the hospital. It was just like she had fentanyl in her system. You know what I'm saying? Like it's trying to make her seem like she was like very inebriated at the time, and that's what caused this crash.
Ooh, child, that is just a bit much.
I don't know.
And everyone that's out there viewing during this broadcast, you can support this page by sending stars a digital gift that helps us to earn money and do more content like the content that you love. Okay?
We're here for you.
Millionaire pending stars.
Yeah, send them all. The stars. We want and need the stars.
So I noticed that you are wearing this nice The Truth About Boss.
Yes. I would hope you would notice because it's just so beautiful. It's my wonderful and beautiful The Truth About a Boss necklace.
Oh yeah. So you got to represent for the brand, and we want to thank everybody that tunes into the show, honey, because we got to make sure that we keep y'all up on the latest tea and all of the conspiracy theories, all of the doggone vaccines and diseases and the amoeba, all that stuff that they got going on out here, y'all. Make sure y'all tune in every Tuesday at 8:00 p.m. Okay?
9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Most definitely. All right, so let's move right along with the next topic. Boom. Mr. West, you is a miss.
Yay. There's no yay for you.
Yes, Kanye doesn't make good on promise to the homeless. Child, what is going on with Kanye? Okay, first it was Pete Davidson. Him and Kim broke up, and then Kanye was all online being messy. Lord, I ain't seen so many messy.
Sent that boy to the therapist.
Child, what's really going on?
Well, on Friday, Kanye tweeted, "Look to the children. Look to the homeless. They are the inventors of design," which kind of made this homeless shelter in LA kind of feel some kind of way because he had promised to help with the homeless over there. Now he had promised. Hold on, I want to make sure I have the name up here properly.
Mm-hmm.
He had promised that he had been to the shelter before. He had given them 1,000 Thanksgiving dinner, and he gave Kanye will give a good sermon. He did do a good Sunday service. Now the Los Angeles
wow.
Listen.
I'm sorry. I just said he gonna make Jesus walk. Now go ahead.
I have watched one of Ye's Sunday services. Okay, remember when he had a Sunday service on the plane?
Yes.
Remember that? That was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was. However, the LA mission doesn't think that it was so beautiful because he promised back in 2019 to help aid their patrons find jobs and find housing. Now, after he did that, he did give them their little their Thanksgiving dinner with 1,000 dinners, and then he gave a good service. He gave a good couple of words and all that good stuff, and then there was nothing.
So he left them dry. He got their hopes up and left them high and dry.
High and dry, and that is not something that Jesus would have done yet. It's not. It's really not. They said they had tried to get in contact with him over and over again. And it's not that they're bashing him. They're just saying that they really hope now that, he comes and makes good on his promises because the people have been waiting. People need jobs. Like, it's like triple pandemics out here. People need housing. The shelters are overrun. You can't get in shelters. Like, people want him to make good on his promises. And he's just not.
And not only that, Sunshine, but according to a lot of the news outlets, when I was doing research, I come to find out that they are now making homelessness is an offense, and you can be arrested in California for being homeless now. Yep, they are arresting people for being homeless.
So they're reenacting vagrancy laws?
Yep, yes, they are. It's the thing is, from my understanding, they don't want homeless people in certain areas.
Oh, no, they don't. They don't. Not in those areas where they can like have development and make it, better for, the rich people. It doesn't look good for them.
Exactly.
It brings tourism down, their property values go down. They don't want that there.
Yeah. So happy with the fact that these homeless people are sleeping out on the benches. They're out in the roads. They're in the bushes. They're on the lawn. They're at the stores, But we both know that if they was to take a serious approach towards homelessness,
yes,
homelessness.
I look around Philadelphia and I couldn't count on every finger and toe in my whole city the amount of empty and abandoned buildings that are in this city.
Mm-hmm.
Every one of those buildings, what is it called? When you got the building, fix it, and create housing for people that don't have housing.
Yes.
Government funding for these kinds of things.
Yes, it is. Yes,
so,
it is.
Why not take that step? If you don't want the homeless on your streets, why not create some jobs? Why not give people a living wage, not a minimum wage, a living wage? Because the minimum wage has not changed, whereas the cost of living has increased. So people working too. I know a girl, she had 2 jobs and went back to the shelter.
Because it probably got hectic out there in those streets.
Yes. Her and her 4 children went back to the shelter. And she had 2 jobs. So people are not making a living wage. People are doing manual labor and still making minimum wage.
Those are facts.
People have bills, they have children. How are you expected to survive? And then you want to blame them because no, that's not how that works. That's not how any of it works.
The fact that you would take a person that is down on their luck and put them in handcuffs and take them to a facility where they will be mistreated says a lot about the people in law enforcement, also this country, when it comes to the laws. It's just sad. It's sad.
And it's not only single people that are that are homeless.
Yes,
there are children, men with children that also are homeless and have nowhere to go. So in turn, they ship the adults to prison and then they put their children in foster care.
Go on TikTok. Go on TikTok and see all those homeless people on TikTok.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that's homeless on TikTok. Matter of fact, I want to give a shout out to the Panda photographer. He is a photographer out of New York. I had a question about a piece of equipment that I wanted to purchase. He sent me his number. I talked to him and he told me that he was homeless right now. And if you go and follow his YouTube channel, the Panda photographer, you will see he's giving commentary about different situations that's going on in his city of New York, where he is. And he's good at his craft. He knows a lot. He's very knowledgeable. I had no idea when I talked to him that he would hit me with that. So I hope everything works out for him as well, because, baby, we all just a paycheck away.
Yes, half a paycheck. Some people are a sick day away from losing everything.
That's right.
With COVID still on the rise, then there's that new what is it called? Langy something virus over in China. They're saying it's not going to cause a pandemic, but we all know how that happens. So it's like, it's just too much. It's just too much. People are struggling and making promises that you just cannot keep. No, especially the people that are destitute and like are in need and searching desperately. Like you shouldn't make promises like that to people. You really shouldn't. Boss, you there? Oh,
Okay,
Jocelyn,
you back.
back. Welcome
Yeah,
back.
there's a little bit of swimmage going on.
Yeah, it's just a little something, something. It's okay. We're back.
Mm-hmm. All right, you here?
Yeah, I'm here. You
Okay.
here? We good? All right, we're back
Yeah.
at it.
But yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, these are the things that we are dealing with this day and time. Like it's horrible, y'all. It's going down out here. And the government help who they want to help.
Thanks.
I mean, it's a cycle of poverty that America loves to continue for the simple fact that certain people have to stay on a certain level in order for the rich people to stay rich. That's just how it goes. But I'm here to tell you right now that guess what? You can beat all those odds. You don't have to be one of those people.
Thanks.
You don't. You can decide right here, right now, that you're gonna go after everything that you want in life, and you're not gonna continue up that road with those people because they want you to feel like you can accomplish things in life, but that's not the truth.
Thanks. That's really true.
The truth is you can accomplish anything you want to.
Set your mind to it and work hard for it. You sure will. That's all it really takes. It's hard work, determination, a good work ethic. That's all it takes to make it do. That's all it does. That's all it really takes.
Child, we got a lot of swimming going on tonight. Look, ain't no weather or nothing.
I know. I don't know what's going on today.
Me either. But the devil is.
Yes, very much so.
So let me show y'all my guy, the Panda Photographer's page. I definitely encourage you guys to go and check him out because we all need a little bit of help in life, And I'm not saying you got to do anything special, but just at least go check his page out. Maybe you can send him some words of encouragement.
Give a like. Maybe have a share, like and share.
That's right. Like and share. Like and share. Okay, so there he is, the Panda Photographer. And if you go here to his videos, you'll see he has a lot of content. He pretty much uploads every day, as you see right here, 4 hours ago. Matter of fact, 49 minutes ago.
Listen.
Yeah. So he is putting out this content every single day, y'all. So just go check him out.
Yeah.
Got going on, maybe your like and your share will help him gain some traction so that he can start making money from these videos.
Pay it forward,
So yeah, he actually has some videos too where he breaks down where he had to sleep for the night. I checked out one of those videos, and it's just been some uncomfortable things going on, but at the end of the day, baby, God can make a way out of no way. You better believe it.
And he looks like it ain't stopping no show. So he's still pushing through. He's still doing his thing. So something
he still got the camera rolling.
Exactly. Something of all his hard work and determination. It truly will.
Right. That's right. All right. Well, let's keep it moving with the next topic. Sunshine. Girl, let's see. Boom. Your favorite dude is back in the news again, honey. Like, bro, I love the news, bro. I miss days when we didn't know all they business. You know what I mean?
Listen, I miss the days when I hear R. Kelly's name every other day. I ain't spoken about him since the 90s.
Right. Just let me hear your music, bro.
I mean, you know what? I'm not for nothing. I didn't even, because I was listening to the lyrics. And it just sounded a little like,
too much.
A lot of it like, sir, is that a small child you're talking about, sir? And your big grown age of whatever you are? No, don't do that. Now,
Well, it says right here, R. Kelly's victim from 2008 finally speaking out.
yes,
So that's wow.
we all know the infamous video of Mr. Kelly performing a very lewd act upon a minor child. She was 14 at the time. So and they actually tried him for this. They tried him for these allegations, but it was for child pornography, distributing child pornography, all of that. They tried him, and they didn't find him guilty because the witness never came forward. And I was always like, if you have this videotape, why do you need the girl to come forward to say anything about it? That's of no regard. Now, this woman, and she has never been identified. No one has ever known her name, none of that stuff. Like, look, she's never been identified.
Well, she actually was identified.
I've
for a long time, and they did. They identified her, and guess what? She was even in a group.
What group?
They had a popular song. I can't recall the group, but they had one popular song out.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I'm gonna have to see that information. Little coming out, but once they put it out, they will wash it and let it be. But the reason why he was not found guilty because of the tape, because he simply denied it. He said it wasn't him, and he said it was his brother. Then, with Photoshop and all that stuff, he simply said that somebody could have put him in that video, which is true. But child, please, I edit video, I study video, and all these things. I use Photoshop. I use all of this software, and baby, ain't nobody done put your head on that body. That was you.
Hells, we all know it was you, my good sir. We all know. We all knew.
I'm
now,
so
the
sorry.
said that she didn't testify back then because he threatened her. He threatened to hurt her. Yeah, he threatened to hurt her and threatened to hurt her, offer her money. So she was afraid. So that's why she never came forward. But now the trial began yesterday up in Chicago. The federal trial began in Chicago yesterday for this case. Now they're going to show the people again the video from 2008. They're also showing 3 other videos. They're not saying what the videos are, but they're showing 3 other videos to further incriminate him for this kind of behavior as well. So it looks like, he's already facing 30 years in prison for the same kind of offenses. However, this will just add more years to that sentence if he's found guilty. So I don't know, my boy.
Well, she had refused to cooperate back then.
Yeah.
Now things are just getting really grim. It says right here, prosecutors claim that R. Kelly has an ex recorded the 2008 alleged victim hundreds of times between 1998 and 2000, a period when he was 13 years old. They also acknowledged that some of these X tapes had been stolen and peddled on the street. Yes, they was, because when I was introduced to it, I was living in Montgomery, Alabama. Child, that was many, many years ago. R. Kelly has pleaded not guilty, insisting all along that his accusers are lying. Ara, it's time to face the music, Ara.
He told us about it in his music. So it's like you told it yourself, brother.
Well, one of the things that bothered me, and I never really got into it, but one of the things that I really for real had thought about as I was listening to R. Kelly music is when Aaliyah got on the I think it was the Bump and Grind remix.
See, I had stopped listening.
Send my body. No, my body's calling for you. That's the one. And
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out, this is for real. I was trying to figure out how old is Aaliyah? Why is she on his song like this? She old enough to be on that song? And the words she's saying, you know, cause back then, baby, it wasn't all about putting all that vulgar music out there. You know, up to the imagination. But back
Yes.
then, I seriously was like, dang, she sure is young to be on that song like that.
Yes. So it was
But
just all. But see, I have been stopped listening to his music since then. Like I know R. Kelly's music because they play it, but I stopped listening to him in the 90s because his songs just sounded too creepy for me. Like way too creepy. Yes, and they also asked that now who has, I mean, come on. Who hasn't watched the R. Kelly documentaries? That's serious.
well, we really found out a little bit more information than we wanted to find out when we watched those because, baby, it was confirmed that Paul Aaliyah had became preggo with his child.
Yes.
And it was
Yes.
also confirmed that one of the dancers had saw him in a situation with Aaliyah, and she was hella young, okay?
He was. Didn't they forge that marriage certificate?
Well, you
Right?
know, they did it right. They
Yes.
did it because he wanted to go ahead and marry her so that he couldn't be convicted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I mean, you can't do that, sir. Like that's all illegal.
And you know, I hate that that happened to Aaliyah, but I believe that part of that was so she would not have to relive all of this foolishness, y'all.
I mean, could you imagine? I mean, could you imagine what would have happened if she had lived? Like honestly, like what would she have become? I mean, look at speaking of what they could become. Look at his fiance, Jocelyn Savage.
Let's go in, let's get into it then. Let's get into it.
Now see,
Boom.
now Miss Savage, who is 26 by the by, she's claiming that she says that she's pregnant. Now
Yeah.
by her fiance, Mr. R. Kelly, or Robert, as they call him. Now, she said that she found out that she was pregnant. It was after he sent her an engagement ring through the mail. And then the day after he was sentenced, she found out that she was pregnant. She thought she had COVID, but her girlfriend had a bun in the oven. Now, I have a question. Does Mr. Kelly get conjugal visits? Because wasn't he locked up around the time? Hasn't he been incarcerated for some time? So I just wanted to know how Miss Savage had became impregnated by Mr. Kelly if he was incarcerated.
Child.
But I mean, because I read her tell-all.
Child. Again. Y'all, she can whole tell-all memoir, child.
I have to say this with the any amount of respect that I can have, because I could be her mama, this small child, because I have a 24-year-old child. I could be. I don't want her to make her volume 2. Because her volume 1, it's an 11-page novel, tell-all, Cliff Notes, something. It's an 11-page tell-all. I read it on Amazon. It took about maybe a half an hour. I would not say, even thinking about it now, it makes my head hurt. I'm not going to lie. I'm not. Because in reading this tell-all, it was one of the most confusing things I had ever read. I felt like I was reading something like a fifth grader could have written. Like it made no sense to me. I mean, I guess she was getting her feelings out about the situation. However, she could have done better. She could have.
Well, to be honest, like I said, when we were discussing it, when we were, listening, well, when you were reading and I was listening, nobody had to proofread this book. Like, ain't no way nobody, went through and was proofreading this after the fact, because it was kind of difficult to start to understand in certain situations. You would have to read it over and over again a few times just to understand what was going on.
There was no kind of. It was difficult to read, period. The fragments of sentences, the punctuations. It was, but what tipped, what was the straw that broke the camel's back, that tipped the iceberg for me, is when she said, I and the girl got into a fight. And I felt.
What was that last part we was talking about? The misuse of that word. What was it?
Moral of the story.
Child.
Not moral of the story. Moral. Like M. I thought she was going to say tomorrow.
Me too. I thought it was slang for tomorrow.
I did too, but then I was like, nobody say that. They say tomorrow or something, or something. They just don't say that. But it was MORROW, moral of the story.
Child.
And
all I know is that I was confused a few times. Mind you, okay, y'all, she was dry snitching on R. Kelly too.
Yes, very much so.
She had said in the book that when she was backstage, there were, how did she phrase it about the young girls that were backstage? She said that it was utterly visible that these girls were really underage.
Yes.
She was dry snitching.
And it's called Love and Joy of Robert.
Child.
And you telling your fiance, what is you doing, sis? Do you love this man or you want him to stay in jail?
I don't think she understand the words that were coming out of her mouth.
Or the words that were coming across the typewriter or the screen as she was putting them to the. No, it wasn't. And then the things she talked about, like they were very like childish. And then when it was a very jealous and very controlling, and it was a very scary situation from what I read of it. It was just, how do you bring a minor to your home and then just refuse to let her go? That's what she said in the novel.
Ooh, child, didn't she tell it? She was I'm just saying.
Why is you snitching on your man, Guru?
She was dry snitching, y'all. And then she ended it like, all right, talk to you next time.
It was like, oh yes, I am so happy with my bundle of joy from God. Although I is sad because Robert ain't here with me. Although we're going to be okay. Stay tuned for volume 2. Moral of the story is, don't do this no more. Don't put your fingers to no typewriter or no keyboard, no pen to paper, no voice to note, none of that. Just let the sleeping dog lie. That's it.
And also she outlined some things that happened with Azriel Clary as well.
Although she never dropped her name, we all knew who she was talking about.
Yeah, most definitely. So, and honey, you just got to go. Listen, go and how much was it? $11.99.
Okay, so I got it for free off of Amazon through my Kindle. So they have
Yeah,
like this little free thing going on. So I got it for free.
yeah,
And that's how much I would have paid for it for free.
yeah.
However, the book is $11.99, and I think to buy it is $5.49 on Amazon. I
Child,
don't.
it's a bit much going on.
I
And
don't.
these men, like, okay, so money makes you feel powerful. And
Yes.
when you have power, you have a responsibility to the universe, because if you put bad things out there, it's going to come back to you, which leads us into our next story. Irv Gotti speaks on Ashanti. You
Right.
know what? I miss the days when men were more manly. I'm not saying that you can't be emotional and have emotions and talk and speak, because I do believe in everybody being free, but gossiping?
Come on, bro. Around a bunch
No,
of you gossiping, you
I don't
kissing
like.
and telling.
And when did men start kissing and telling?
That's what
Child,
I thought that was something that men just didn't even do.
me too.
Because I know if you did that where I come from, they gonna call you all kinds of names and they ain't pleasant.
Like, no, like, why is you doing that? Like, okay, so you can go ahead and get into it,
And then
Sunshine.
so he was on this podcast. It was the podcast called Drink Champs with
Champ.
with Nori, Ja Rule was there, of course Irv Gotti was there, and they were supposed to be keywords supposed to be discussing the new documentary that Irv got coming out. He does that show Tales as well, right? So they
Mm-hmm.
were to be discussing the documentary that he had coming out. However, the first words out of his mouth were, "Look at this watch Ashanti bought me," and then it just went downhill from there.
From now, like, bruh.
Yo, if Hurt was a person, it would be Irv Gotti. Now, every reference, and it more times than five, they tried to deviate the conversation. They were
And he,
talking, and he just kept going back and kept going back. Like nothing that they spoke about had anything to do with Ashanti herself, except for the fact that he said they was trying to get Murder Inc. back together again, and she was just like, no. And you can see the hurt in his face when he was just like, when he said that she wouldn't come back and do the doc and do the reunion with them. You saw the hurt on his face. It was just like, and then he just went on and on, talking about how they had intercourse together, how he wrote the song Happy directly after they had got finished quote unquote making love.
mm,
Why would you do that?
mm.
Grown man, why would you sit now? Mind you, you're like 10 years older than her, bro.
Okay, so hold on. I got a little bit of a video that I would like to share at this point in time, because everybody was not happy about that, i.e. Fat Joe. Fat Joe felt like you was being a little bitty bee.
Yes, and those are kind words.
Yeah. So, at the end of the day, he had something to say. Let's listen to what he had to say.
That Ashanti is Joe's little sister.
Gotti's controversial statements about Ashanti.
Shout out to Mag TV.
You sucker. And so my thing is, versus is versus. Whoever won, lost. How long ago was that? How many millions ago was the versus? That's what I want to know. How many M's ago? And I'm not talking crazy to Irv, because Irv just closed the deal. God bless him. He's making money. But he tried to take shit at the wrong dude to get his little street cred off of Joe. Don't do that. Okay? We not. Oh my God. Your Irv, stop, right? You're a producer. And so I'm chilling, right? We do the show. I try to stay. Willis Sav legend. I try to stay, but I couldn't. I stink at this. I'll tell you, I left. I went to Lemon Ice King. I came straight home and took, you know, when you take one of them showers that you like half dizzy. My dog Biz Marquis, I guess he missed us so much. He tried to jump in the shower with me. He was doing one of those, like my dog do. He shake when he's the that you've been gone all day. You come home, he starts shaking. So you go, oh Biz, let me rub your balls, Biz. Let me rub your balls. Let me do jumping jacks. Anything to make this fucking dog happy, right? He's my son, and I love him. And he was doing some shit, but I had to go with his shit, rub his balls, his belly, everything to make him happy. Know what I'm saying? And so I'm sitting here today all day. I watch YouTube, whether it was Math Hoffa, whether it was Drink Champs, whatever was the case. Oh, by the way, LL Cool J, with all that shit I'm telling you about it being hot and everything, he performed for 2 hours straight. 2 fucking hours straight. LL Cool J, Diesel, and troop suits on, velour troop. I guess he's in shape, right? It's safe to say. It's safe to say he's in shape.
To do that.
And so I'm watching this Drink Champs. Yo, y'all can at Irv Gotti, whoever the one, right? Talking to Joe, guys. If you don't know by now, I doubt you never know me. And so Ashanti.
Here we go.
And so whatever Irv has with Ashanti is 20 years old.
Yes.
Right? And so I know he was making some points that mean a lot to him, his heart and soul. But when you keep ranting about somebody 20 years later, it felt like he's not over the young lady, right? And so also we didn't know that they was f***ing, right? Because the whole time, I'm there. What's Love, Big Pun Record, on tour. I never seen them together like that. Now, I'm not saying they wasn't. They was. Or there was rumors they was. I never seen it. But I don't need to know.
Thanks. Come on now.
Need to know.
Come on, Joe. Tell it.
Now, it's okay if it's on a documentary. You got to say your truth for your documentary. But to go to Drink Champs and keep calling her a bitch, keep disrespecting.
Over and
guys,
over.
I'm not going to be the one, I'm not the guy, to stand up for Ashanti, the brother that I'm not. The Ja Rule was standing right next to him.
He was laughing.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes.
Ja Rule didn't say anything. He sat there and keep with them like it was cute.
Yeah, he keep.
Yes.
And so I'm not going to be that guy, right? But yeah, like I'm not telling stories about a girl I was with 20 years ago. In fact, I hope you bitch, right? Leave me alone, right? And so when you're doing this, it looks
obsessed.
Like you caught up, you ain't get over the shit.
Thanks.
Even if we know you have to be over it because it's 20 years, right?
I don't think
but
so.
on top of that, it just and then everything you else, kind of brings less credibility to everything else you see. And let me tell you something. Irv Gotti, he did discover her. Irv Gotti did make her the hits. Did shoot the video.
All right, so we're gonna stop it right there. But you heard what Fat Joe said. That was lame.
Yes.
Lame.
And then he kept saying, I made you, I made her, I made her. So her mama and her daddy made her.
Exactly. Like that was so lame. Like, boo, boo.
Access denied.
Tomato.
Tomatoes.
You were so mad that you're 32, that this 22-year-old girl, you're married with children. You're mad this 22-year-old girl left you to go be with Nelly. That she didn't stick around for you when you went on your trial. Although she said, she was busy, she was booked and busy, and she went there. She went when she could. And you're still mad. He kept saying, he called her a cockroach and everything. It was disgusting.
What?
It was disgusting. He said she ran like a cockroach. Come on, sir. Come on.
Like,
the way he spoke about her was just so vile to me. Like, it was just vile.
Jealous, honey. Jealous, hurt, and mad. A hurt little boy.
Yes. It makes no sense. And then for those moments, and Gotti Nori had to tell him, like, yo, stop calling her the B word. Like, cut that out. Like, don't do that. Like, that's not cool. Because he was really in his whole feelings. Now, I sat there for those whole 3 hours. I sure did. For 3 hours, I sat there. And yes, and the judge himself.
Yeah. So Judge Matthew had encouraging words for you also, Mr. Irv. So let's listen to what he had to say.
Ms. Mathis, quick question. We're in a time where people are kissing and telling, hence Irv Gotti, Ashanti. In cases like this, should she maybe seek a gag order if he keeps speaking?
Yes, she should. If she feels she's being defamed, she should perhaps send a cease and desist, if nothing else, hoping that they'll honor the law, because cease and desist order is just that, a law. So that would be my suggestion prior to moving further. Just send a cease and desist and hope that they honor that.
Now, some people are saying that this is kind of making her worth and value go up a notch. In that instance, should she still seek it, or should she just ride the wave?
Well, in this environment that we've been in, good or bad helps your fame. And so I'm not sure if she's part of that culture of get famous any way you can, good or bad.
Right. Have you ever dealt with a case like this personally? With someone speaking of someone's name, defamation?
Absolutely. I deal with it quite frequently. And as I tell the litigants, it has to be an intent to hurt your reputation, and it has to be made to third parties. And it must actually hurt your reputation. So that's the issue. Does it actually hurt your reputation, or does it give you more fame like our kids get in this society?
Well, last question. Have you heard what he said?
Well, I know it's some things that are unflattering. I'll just say that. And no, I'm not going to repeat it and spread it further.
Well, do you think that it seems like bad intent from what you've seen? Everyone's shocked by it. I know.
You're almost asking me a legal question. Bad intent. Now you're asking the intent. I would just say the circumstances surrounding it clearly indicates that there's bad blood in the air.
Okay, awesome. Thank you, Ms. Pam.
All right.
Well, child.
The judge did speak.
I just don't understand it. I mean, it just. So I got one more thing I want to share when it comes to this, because at the end of the day, I find it very, 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 very low budget energy-ish.
Yes.
To be something like that. This lady done moved on with her life. She doing her thing, and you can't let go. Baby, you really sound bad. You making yourself look bad. You ain't making her look bad. You making yourself look bad.
Exactly. talking about all the girls he had, all my girls are bad, then why are you so upset, sir?
Right. So I guess Ashanti said, I'm not going to keep repeating myself. I said what I said in 2014 to Hot 97 about the Irv Gotti situation.
Exactly.
Like, a lot of things he painted one-sided. He painted a perception that was his. You know what I mean? And I felt like for a long time I was just quiet and I let it rock.
What do you think is the misconception? Like,
I think the biggest thing is Irv always says I'm disloyal, you know, and I didn't ride out and I didn't want to throw up the M's. You know what I'm saying?
During the trial?
Yeah. And I felt like that was so one-sided because first of all, it wasn't true. You know, I was shooting John Tucker Must Die in Canada, and it specifically said in my contract, you cannot leave. You cannot leave Canada. I flew back and forth like 4 or 5 times just to go to the trial. You know what I'm saying? And we weren't even talking at all.
At that point?
Yeah, at all. When you're telling me, Ashanti, you can't come and record at the studio right now. What am I supposed to do? You know what he told me? Go over to Dirty Entertainment. Go to Dirty ENT. So what am I supposed to do?
So you stop her bag because you're mad.
Child.
And also, you will not give her master's. That's another thing. He won't give her her master's. So it's like this power thing he has over her. Like he dangles her life over her. And it's like, well, I got it. You can't have it.
Well, it's the perfect example when a woman says no. Like, certain men just can't handle that. Like, men have literally jumped on females in public when they didn't want to give them the attention that they were seeking.
Yes, very much so. It happens often. And especially with those men. I don't even want to call them men. I want to call them males because men don't behave like that.
Yeah.
Males behave like that, not men. These males, they're you can sense it in it. Like even the way he speaks, that's how he is. Like it's just disgusting to me. It really is. Like he needs that kind of control and power and it's just sick. It's a shame. It's disgusting.
Yeah. Okay. So let's get a sneak peek of this, and we got to move on from this because I'm
felt me telling my story would give people more insight of who I am as a person, how I came up, and you know, if I could inspire a few young executives to do it, that's all great too. You know what I'm saying? So I just felt the timing of it all was correct. Expected.
Speaking of that, one of your longtime friends yesterday goes by the name of Fat Joe. He called you a sucker for talking about all of this stuff 20 years later. How you feel about that? I know you saw it.
Yeah, I feel like he fooled me. He's not my friend.
Whoa.
I was fooled, but in life you get fooled. But you know what?
What? They don't want you to say nothing?
But in life, forget Joe, because they don't want me to talk about Joe.
Okay,
so I won't talk about Joe. I'll talk about life, right? And in life, everyone goes through friends, people who you thought was your friend. I'm not talking about Joe. Let me talk. So in life, I've had countless friends come and go. But you know what remains consistent and why I get through all of this?
Why?
My family. Because I don't really need friends. You know, I don't really need friends. I'm more than content with going home and spending time with my mom. Like, I'm a weird dude like that. I guess that's weird, right? I'd rather be at home with my mom, laughing and joking, and with my brothers and sisters. It's something that my mother used to say because I grew up in Jamaica, Queens, right? So it was the crack epidemic, everything. So my mother used to always say when I was a little boy, don't play with nobody. Play with your brothers and sisters because it was safe. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of like stuck with me. But that also, I accept people and I embrace people as my family. Everyone who's around me, who's my close friends, I deem my family. You know what I'm saying? That they're my extended family. So friends, you know, it happens. They come and go. You know, people may be jealous of you on the low. You know, I just signed a deal for $300 million. I know certain people who's my friends, my so-called friends, they may be mad at that. They maybe have some jealousy and envy with that. And that's cool. We ain't got to be friends anymore. I'm totally fine with me and my immediate family. I don't need any new friends or any old friends who pretended they was my friends, but they revealed themselves. They're not my friends.
Question, do you regret anything you said about Ashanti on a Drinks Champ interview and revealing this relationship that y'all had?
When I said I was going to do the doc, I said to myself, you're not going to do another doc. So this is it. When I agreed with BET on giving them my doc, I said to me and I said to everyone who was a part of my doc, which is every one of my artists, everyone who worked for me, they're all on the doc. And I said, hey, guys, girls, tell your truth. Even if it's saying bad things about me, say it. I said, because I've watched countless documentaries where I know the story, and I'm like, yo, they lying, yo.
Okay.
It didn't happen that way. They're lying. And I'm just not that guy. The one thing that you got to know about me is I am cool in my gangster. I am cool with who I am as a person.
All right, that's enough. I don't have enough.
Child. And Joe ain't mad about your money, sir. He's mad about you disparaging that woman's character.
Exactly.
And
I do that when people try to discredit a person and try to call them a hater because they don't want to deal with the reality of what they got going on.
Exactly. Okay? He wasn't being a hater. Fat Joe's being a grown man. That's what a man is.
Right. All right. So we're going to take a quick short break and we're going to get right back into it while we show and prove our sponsors.
Okay. As always, thanks, boss.
All right, so we're going to keep it moving with our next segment. All right, get into it. A little laughter goes a long way. All right. So in this segment, I'll show you how we laugh. Yeah, clips that, honey, has been discovered by Miss Sunshine, honey, just to make us laugh. I mean, we be talking about some heavy stuff. I mean, you know, it's good to laugh sometimes, you know. Everything don't have to be so serious. Like, yeah, you can be serious, but also know that you can laugh as well. Okay. So
it's good for your soul.
It's good for your soul. I appreciate a good laugh. I love to laugh, matter of fact.
It's the thing I do. I'm silly for a reason. I love to laugh. I love it. It's my favorite thing to do of the day.
All right, so let's bring it back.
That's it. You threw them out the window, right?
No, I just shoes.
You threw the shoes and the donuts out the window.
Oh,
savage.
Why? No. That's another donut. The Krispy Kreme donuts you threw out the window, did you?
The good donuts.
Tell the truth, little boy. So you took a bite of it, I see, and then you threw the rest of them out the window?
He know exactly what he did.
Nah, I don't want to hear it, my boy. I was looking forward to that donut, my boy.
Look at him.
I need you to pay me back, bro.
I
need you to pay me back.
Look. Ooh.
Put your hands out your mouth before I fight you. Before I fight you, my boy.
We had to fight.
Okay. All right. I see what it is, my boy. Smiling for. What the donut say?
Doing. He knew
him out the window, right?
Look how he looking.
Yes.
You threw the shoes and the donuts out the window.
Yeah, I'm through with him. He done threw the donuts and the shoes out the window, baby.
Look at his face when he went like this.
Right, like it was good too. Why?
You meant that, sir. You meant that, sir. We didn't fight.
Yes.
It would have been on the popping. Not and the Krispy Kreme donuts, child.
All right, and we got another one right here.
Girl, I ain't laughed so hard in my life.
Oh, you got to let the ball go, son. You gotta let the ball go.
Right.
What?
Look at that.
I'm coming. I thought you was coming to hit me. Why?
her bonus stand, child. It was yo. I saw that and I said, yo, how do you do that? How do you accomplish that? Just how?
I'm talking about, okay, a split and you let the ball go. Baby, you better be glad you didn't end up hurt. Okay.
Because she probably had them long nails, so it's probably why she could let the ball go. But it was the split for me and the turnaround, the split plus the turnaround. Ooh. Bam! She did a whole Michael Jackson split. That's what she just did. That's what she did.
That was,
it was hilarious.
So we're gonna keep it moving with the rest of the show. The new music review. Okay, so what we got on the shelf now? We already know that we got Miss Beyonce with Renaissance.
The queen, yes.
Yes, and let me speak on this album because I think this is a great album. It is definitely a dance album. It is not anything like what you're used to. So don't go into it thinking that it's gonna be what is it? I am in love with you. No. It's not.
It's that whole, it's a bam, boom, bah. Yes, get it. And a lot of people weren't upset about that. They were upset because it wasn't what they were used to.
And they wanted to you must not know about me. It ain't
all of that. Yes, that's what they wanted. They
No,
wanted they wanted all of that.
Yeah.
And she said, no. You okay?
Is her 7th studio album, and it was released July 29th by Parkwood Entertainment and Columbia Records. And child, it's the first installment of a trilogy project, y'all, and it got 16 songs on it. Y'all, it is not what you expect, but if you are a person like myself that can get into music, then you're gonna like it, because I've been listening to house music, but I only like good house music. Like, I don't like this music is good, because y'all know Beyonce know how to get on there and talk her stuff.
She does. I like 2 songs in particular. You know what I'm saying? But it's a good album. It really is. I like the album.
I listen to it from front to end, and definitely that Alien Superstar is a banger. I'm That Girl is a banger. Energy is a banger. Listen, she got some bangers on here, but when you ready for that little different side that you bring to, honey, Plastic Off the Sofa, honey.
That's my song right there.
Yeah,
I like that song. I love that song. That and Energy, those are my songs.
It's really cute. But I must say,
that's the cutesy that y'all can get from the album. That's the cutesy stuff y'all can get. Everything else is like bam, bam.
I give the album a 9.8 out of 10.
Okay. It was good. I give it a 9. It was a good album. I bought it. You know what I'm saying? I don't even part. I was like, okay, that's cute. Okay, that's cute. Okay, that's cute.
Oh yeah. Who else we got? Meg Thee Stallion, honey.
That one right there, top to bottom. I love that album. I love it. Now she dropped some tapes or something. Now y'all know who did that thing to her. I was like, okay, girl, you came out swinging. Now I like that album. It was nice. And there's another one. Where I forget the name of the. I think it's after the one that's called Nasty. I think that's what after that song. That song was a really good song too. Her whole album I listened to it 3 times. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Front to back, 3 times. I listened to it. It was really, really good.
Well, first and foremost, Meg came out snapping. She came out straight. Cause baby, you know Meg got a real fly mouth, baby.
Slick.
I'm talking about slicker than grease, baby.
Yes. I
What
love
up?
it.
What up? I see Matty Fresh is in the building.
What up, Matty Fresh?
Yes, yes, yes. Infamous Fresh, that is.
Yes. The
But,
infamous.
yeah, matter of fact, me and Infamous was bumping a little bit of this album, you know what I'm saying, this past week.
I love it.
When I tell you budget, listen, okay, so I listened to the whole album, but when I tell you NDA, she started off straight snapping. I'm talking about, I could just imagine her walking around smacking dudes like Irv Gotti. Shut up. Get out the way.
Yes, yes. You know what it was from that song alone.
Yeah.
From that song alone, it's banger, then banger, then banger. Like you just repeat, song on repeat. Like I loved it. I loved it.
Matter of fact, 94% of Google users like this album. It came out August 12th. And this is her last studio album up under 300 entertainment. And I'm so happy for her. I'm glad. Matter of fact, she just dropped a video as well. Make sure y'all go check that video out because that's her house song. So y'all house music is making a move back on the scene.
I'm making a comeback like everything does, making a comeback. But that album, listen to it.
Yeah.
Listen.
I got to give her props on that. Go Meg.
Yeah.
Girl. All right. Yeah. Nicki Minaj, Super Freaky Girl. Man, listen here. I listened to that today. And I was impressed.
Girl.
I was impressed. First of all, I like the fact that she took Super Freak by what's his name?
And Rick James.
Rick James. Excuse me, y'all. I had a brain freeze. Rick James, listen. And whoever made that beat, they killed that.
I loved it.
Straight jumping.
The lyricism. I was like, okay. See, this is the Barb I like. This is the one that I remember. This is the one that I was a Barbie too. This is the Barb that I love.
Yes.
I love it.
You're right. This is the one right here.
I was at work bopping, doing my thing. Yes, I loved it. It was a really good track.
Barbie girl, Barbie world foolishness. I don't like that. It's right here. See, you can tell by this picture she didn't come to play, but she came to slay.
That reminds me of the Pink Friday album. Done it?
I wasn't no big fan of Pink Friday. I'm just gonna be honest.
It was two songs on there that I was like, oh yeah, I like them. But I mean like the imagery. It's like Pink Friday-ish.
Imagery is similar, but I like when she actually rap and she art music. Not when she's just trying to sell a record, because Nicki know how to sell a record. She know how to get who like her the most, and she know how to sing a little song. And she had went on a whole little album after album with that type of notion going on. I didn't like when she was doing it. I like when she get out here and rap.
She is that battle rap mode. She is a beast.
Oh, she's a beast.
A beast. Like that's the Nicki. Onika, yes, boo boo. I love her.
Yes.
That mouth is filthy, and you can't compare to it. Like you just can't do nothing with it. Like she is one of the tops. She really is, and I'm glad that she came back. I missed her.
Hold on, I want to give y'all.
I don't care if these bitches.
Hold on, cause see, I can't have her. I don't want her all up in the video like that.
Miss Meg.
Yeah, but so yeah,
sickening.
Yeah. So, she got off in this video though,
and she looked amazing.
Yeah, she got off in this video. You can tell when, honey, the boys are behind the scene, honey. Trust, you can tell. You can tell.
Come to slay and not to play.
Yes.
Okay. So, it was an amazing video.
I just want y'all to catch this dance break though. Go Meg. Go
Because
girl.
Meg will them knees, girl. Them knees, they give it to you every time. Every
Yeah.
time.
It's
Yeah,
all right.
give it, Meg. Give it, Meg. Give it.
Come on with it. Come on with it. Come on with it, man. Yeah. So
I love it.
yeah, Meg came with it. Meg came with it.
I love how far she has come. I love it.
Yes.
Graduating college, getting on that record label, doing her own thing. I love it.
Yes, yes. And then last but not least, we have the Game child.
Oh wait, but hold on. Did we all know that Miss Tina Snow was on The Valley? You know where the girls go?
Oh yeah, yes, child.
Down in the valley where the girls go. She killed. Oh, she killed it. I loved it.
She did.
But the game. I'm sorry.
Okay. So all right. So this is my thing with this whole little situation right here. So the Game puts out this album, y'all, that got 29 tracks to it. All right. The album don't sound bad at all. I got to give him his props. Like, the album actually sounds pretty good. I haven't listened to every song just yet, but I listened to like 12 songs. But the main attraction was definitely the Black Slim Shady, which is Eminem diss.
Oh, it was 10 minutes of pure foolishness.
Yeah, I mean, it just wasn't giving what I wanted it to give. First of all, he came in sounding just like Eminem.
Yes. So that's who I thought it was. I was like, well, if this is a diss track, why is this man on this? What's going on?
Yeah. So, yeah, he came in sounding just like Eminem. Then, he was referencing some things. He just was sounding, I know he could have did better than that.
Yeah, he referenced his Stan video, the Slim Shady video, he referenced like 4 or 5 of his videos in that 10-minute debacle.
Come on. And then he said something that was kind of just not of my taste about Lizzo. Like, bro, like,
so random that he said that about her. Like, what Lizzo got to do anything?
So at this point in time, I'm feeling like he's just trying to get somebody to tune in.
To what though? What are we tuning into?
He's trying to sell a record, child.
That's not the way. Not to come for Lizzo. And then to talk about Eminem's daughter. Now, come on, sir.
Yeah.
Eminem has done worse with less. But look what he did to Machine Gun Kelly about his daughter. Come on, sir.
And then, from what I understand, didn't Eminem drop a project as well?
Pardon me?
Did Eminem drop a project?
I know he said something about it. I'm not sure if he dropped it. He dropped the Curtain Call 2. That's his new album. The Curtain Call 2 came out.
Here it is, right?
Right. So I'm wondering if that's why this beat all of a sudden came back up. Because it was like, I know, bro, you're still mad from the Super Bowl. Like, you're gonna be okay. The Super Bowl wasn't like, a long time ago. You're gonna be okay. So I wonder if that's why he felt the need to drop his little diss track. But it wasn't giving. No one thought it gave what it was supposed to give. No one.
And he's once again, the whole thing is all about he did not get invited to perform at the Super Bowl when, Dr. Dre, Snoop, M, and 50 and Kendrick Lamar was up there, where they was up there straight jamming, straight rocking. And he was not invited. Bruh.
He wasn't invited to the party, sir. Like, you will be okay. You could did your own thing. Like, for real. Like, what vibe were you going to give? Like, that, the halftime show was popping. I'm not going to hold you. It's lit. And then...
Go ahead.
And the diss track he made a point to say that Eminem could never have his black skin. Like saying that he wants to be black. And I'm like, I never got that reference. I'm just like, you're just doing too much, sir. You're just doing way too much. Way too much.
Well, in this Curtain Call 2 is the second greatest hits album by American rapper Eminem. He released it August 5th by Aftermath, Shady Records, and Interscope Records. A double album, it is a successor of his previous greatest hits album, Curtain Call. The Hits, which was issued in 2005. The compilation covers the most recent years of Eminem's career since his return of music from his hiatus, starting from the release of Relapse in 2009. The album also includes 3 new songs, The King and I featuring CeeLo Green. Baby, CeeLo gonna get in on him somebody's song. From the D to the LBC featuring Snoop Dogg and Is This Love featuring 50 Cent. One thing I can say about Eminem, and 50 Cent, baby, they thick as thieves. So don't think for 1 second you're gonna come in here and hang out with Filth. I mean, hang out with M, and he got Filth in the corner, baby. He's not gonna double cross Filth for you. Drake gonna double cross Filth for none of y'all. If the game don't, he's not gonna do that. Sorry.
No, and Fifth is petty. Like, so I don't even know why he did anything with that man. Like, he's for real. Does he not see what he does to everybody? Look what he brought out Ja Rule's concert and just had nobody show up. Like, 50 is petty for real. So do you know when you see that man's career? I mean, not that he really has one to begin with. I'm just saying, like, he could just end it. Like, come on, bro. Like, it was unnecessary. You're mad about a Super Bowl, like, you're not invited to the Super Bowl. You will get over it.
Yeah, most deaf.
50 years, real, fresh. He really is petty. I love him too.
Oh yeah.
But still, like, it did not have to go down like that. There was no reason. And then to talk about this man's child, like, granted, she is of age. However, that is still that man's child. That's still a woman you're talking about. Like, why would you do something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on. That's fine.
That's really shady.
Cause he's from saying, and Haley said that he was obsessed.
Yes.
It screams obsession, and it does.
Pretty much. It does, because my thing is this: if I'm gonna dish you on a track, baby, I'm gonna annihilate you. The whole world gonna be streaming that one song for at least a week,
maybe 2.
But baby, it ain't gonna be
10 minutes.
Everybody was pretty much roasting you.
Not pretty much. Yes, completely and totally. Like, everyone said it was not giving anything. It was so discombobulated. Like, nothing made anything. He talked about D12, 50, like Lizzo, it made no sense. Then he pulled skits from each one of M's songs. And I'm just like, bro, what are you doing? Why are you so upset? For what?
Yes. All
with 50. I mean, I'm just saying though, it's like, come on now. For what?
Yeah.
Minute diss song, and now the world is like back to trying to ignore you again.
Exactly. Well, Sunshine, we have come to the end of our show, and you know what that means, right? We want to give our people some wonderful words of encouragement.
Yes.
What do you have for the people, my girl?
Well, today, most people nowadays, we're going through so much, and we never take the time to decompress. We never take the time to sit and just like release everything that we go through, everything that's in our hearts and our minds. We don't release it. So every day we need to take time to not be anyone's mother, partner, co-worker, employee, sister, mother, cousin, whoever you are to everyone. Take time out of your day to be someone for you and you alone.
That is absolutely true, Sunshine. And I wanted to reference my Facebook page because, you know, sometimes some things just hit me and I come with it. I don't think about it. I just post it because once it hit my brain, I feel like, okay, let me share this. So in my post today, I said, blessed day. I've learned in life I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, no matter how long it takes, long as I get it done. Hashtag off to be great. And the reason why I said this, y'all, is because a lot of times people try to keep you in some form of a competition when you're not in a competition with nobody. You're in a competition with yourself. So your own pace. Make sure you do things according to what you can do. Stop watching other people trying to figure out what they doing and watch yourself. Focus in on yourself. Like, it really bothers me when people be like, somebody said this and somebody doing that, but they just doing it because you doing it. Baby, look, I set trends. That's what I do. I'm a trendsetter. Okay? I realize that. So I can't go around telling people, don't do that because I did it first. Because you know what? The people that I admire, i.e. 50 Cent, Wig, I watch them. I see what type of formula they're using and I emulate those formulas. Okay? Catch that tea. Okay? So when I see people that's great in the game, there's certain people that I check out their channels when it comes to just different type of skills that I may need to brush up on. I check out what they're doing and how they do it. When they explain it, I pay attention. So keep trying to worry about what other people are doing unless you're trying to learn something for them. Stop always trying to be in a competition with somebody, watching what other people do. That's why you're not getting ahead, baby. That's not because you're too focused on somebody else. Focus. And once again, you can do all things through Christ. Because, baby, when I tell you God and gave me the strength on so many occasions, pray over your work.
Yes.
Before you go to work, pray.
Yes.
I mean, matter of fact, emulate prayer on a daily basis.
Yes.
Because we come up against so many things this day and time that we need prayer.
Don't just pray before you go to bed. Don't just pray over your food. Pray when you wake up. Pray, be thankful that you woke up. Pray when you get to where you gotta go. All of that good stuff. Pray all day, every day. I know I do.
Yes. You see what Fresh said?
Yes. The money.
Money, rocking everywhere. Money, rocking everywhere. For real though, that is real talk. Yes, we gotta be greater than we were yesterday. But you know, and be realistic with your goals. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I have learned to set a pace and set goals. Like nobody controls how and what I do. I control it, but I set guidelines for myself. You definitely should do it as well.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
That's right. And that's right. Don't just pray when things are bad, baby. Pray when things are really good. And I want to make sure I give a shout out to my mom and my dad, Marjorie and Tip, baby. First of all, they have their own personal Talk About It Tuesday mug. Honey, that's a kiss from me, yes. And I also want to give a shout out to my mom, who Sunshine gave us a $50 donation on the show.
Yes, ma'am. So, thank you, Miss Marjorie.
Because you know, can't nobody do it bad, mama. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to mama. Thank you for supporting us. Trust and better believe we appreciate that, because baby, we don't get up here for nothing. We get up here because we're trying to change the world.
Yeah.
That's
One
right.
mind at a time if we need to. One mind at a time.
That's right. That's right. And not only that, but what we do, it's not free. It's not free at all.
No, it's not.
See it don't mean that it's not, being paid for. Like, we have to pay for certain things to make sure that we be professional this way. So therefore, we're gonna keep it coming, and we're gonna come harder and harder every week.
Yes. But just to make sure that we do, please do send us our millionaire pending star.
Make sure you send your millionaire pending stars next week, honey. We appreciate it. If all y'all can muster up 99 cents, we would appreciate a nice 99 cent.
Take Mr. Kanye's red on live. Yes. Get your voice heard at the DaTruthAboutaBoss with your cup, because you need one.
Yes, yes. Please understand that we do have these nice Talk About It Tuesday mugs on deck for sale. And matter of fact, we're going to be giving one away very, very soon. So be on the lookout for that. And with that being said, baby, I think we done got through the show. We done did that thing once again.
Nah, hold on. She said, what she said? Where the blessings reside, where the blessings reside. Where the blessings reside, where the blessings reside.
Well, y'all, that's it. We out of here. Hold on. Let me. Where the blessings reside. You better know what to say. So, y'all, we will definitely be seeing y'all next week. Make sure y'all tune in, share the show. If you hear somebody that you don't know, tune in to Sunshyne and broadcast, because we're going to do this thing every week. With that being said, we out. Millionaire pending.